Today's PSA is brought to you courtesy of the very high IQ individuals on Twitter.com.
PSA, if y'all do the hashtag silhouette challenge, please do not do it completely naked. Long story short, red is a primary color that can easily be removed with video editing. If you don't want your naked, highly visible butt shared on the web, you know the rest. So this is a thread that I happened to run into on Twitter last week, and it only takes one stupid tweet to start an absolute storm of idiots coming out of the floodgates, and that is exactly what happened with this. So last week, the popular thing going around on TikTok was the Bus It challenge, right? We talked about that in the last video. If you missed it, you could go watch it. But first there was the Bus It challenge, now there's the silhouette challenge. Here's what it is. You start out, you play this song. I can't play the song on the videos because it's a copywritten song. We'll get in trouble here on YouTube, but you play this song, you walk around like, you know, like everything's cool, like you're just chilling, right? And all of a sudden when the beat drops, the whole room turns red and you're a silhouette and you're supposed to try to look hot or whatever. Just your typical social media challenge, especially for girls, to go out there and get your likes by any means necessary, right? We're not even surprised anymore. We've really pretty much seen it all at this point. TikTok is AIDS, but that's an entire another conversation. Anyway, what could possibly go wrong? Well, apparently, according to the tweet in the beginning of the video, a lot. Again, to review, red is a primary color that can easily be removed with video editing. Really keep that sentence in the back of your mind for now. We're gonna dive into whether or not this is actually possible a little bit later in the video. And there's a beautiful twist to all of it. Is it caught in 4K or is it caught in 4K in 4K? All right, fellas, welcome back. Another week has passed here on the internet, and as per the usual arrangement, there is no shortage of stupid shit to make fun of. We just got to get into it right now. If you're new, make sure you subscribe right now, or else you have a very high chance of having a small dick. Also, turn on your goddamn notifications so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. And last but not least, of course, watch the entire video.
Don't be a bitch.
All right, fellas, so before we get back to the silhouette challenge, I'm feeling a little bit patriotic, you know, so get your singing voices ready here. It was a very simple tweet. It all started off so innocently. The ultra heartless, super mean, very, very unsensitive, cold witch of a Findom goddess said, pink or blue? We got a selfie with a pink background, and then we got a selfie with a blue background, right? So me, being the expert Call of Duty camo grinder that I am, I asked you, the fellas, on Twitter, Dark Matter Ultra or Damascus? Because obviously the two camos in Cold War Modern Warfare are pink and blue, right? Okay, it's a funny little joke. There was nothing mean about this. And believe me, I could have said a lot of other things. Many other jokes I could have told that I chose not to. But you know what? No matter how big or small the joke is, we all know nobody on Twitter knows how to take a joke anymore. And so now I will have to ask you to stand for the National Anthem.
Hoes mad, 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 hoes mad.
Imagine not following me on Twitter. That would make you a certified clown. Anyway, the silhouette challenge is nothing more than another thirst trap trend that's going around the internet. It's gonna be dead in like a week anyway, but we all know the protocol here. Get in there, try to go viral, get your likes, and get the hell out as fast as possible. Because that's all that matters in this world is likes, apparently. So the accusation going around from the person in the beginning of the video is that men, disgusting cis white men that are fucking evil or whatever, are trying to remove the filter off of this, remove the red in order to reveal what's actually in the shadow. So there's only one problem with this. Number one, if you remove the red, that doesn't reveal what's actually blacked out. And number two, and more important, whatever is blacked out is, wait for it, blacked out. Yeah, you can't do this. It's not possible to actually do this. I'm gonna prove to you that it's not possible to actually do this, but first, let's just read some of the replies to this because, man, it was straight up pandemonium. Like, I swear to God, one person says something and a billion people believe the shit without even like looking into it or thinking about it in the slightest way at all. MFs have already been editing women's videos and posting it to websites. I'm sure they don't think anyone would see them in their birthday suit. So, okay, I tried to find some of these around the internet on certain websites. False. No, not there at all. Doesn't exist. It's crazy because we always tell men how unsafe we feel around them and they think we're doing the most, but even virtually our privacy and intimacy isn't respected. How much more in real life, SMH? This dude replied and said, seriously, if you want your privacy protected, why do the challenge? I'm not trying to argue, I'm really curious. What do you mean why? It's a fun challenge of women embracing their body. They didn't ask men to go out of their way to violate them or their privacy. Wait, how are you ass naked on the internet talking about privacy? I get people be creeps, but this seems like a weird take to me. Now, I'm not gonna lie, dudes. I'm sure there are dudes out there that tried really, really hard to figure out a way to do this. I'm sure they're out there, because anytime you underestimate someone being creepy on the internet, I'm just gonna need you to walk that one back for me, right? In the past week, we have had multiple conversations about men perpetuating harm and sexual violence. Going out of your way to edit these videos is harmful. If you want a picture of a naked woman, there are plenty of wonderful sex workers on the timeline. You could compensate. There's even a lot of free content if they want to be cheap, but what they want is the violation. All right, kind of a hot take there. Seeing something they shouldn't, that's what's sick. Actually, you know, maybe it isn't a hot take. I don't know. There are a lot of weirdos out on the internet, bro. There really are. Why do men have to ruin everything? At this point, I believe it's something in their DNA, blah, blah, blah. It's disgusting that people on social media would normalize the violation of consent. Not even surprised anymore. Y'all men do anything but leave women alone. They be so loud about men going their own way, but can't seem to leave women the hell alone in real life and on the internet. Yada, yada, yada. Yas Queen Slay. Get his ass, drag his ass, sit, you know how it goes. It's an invasion of privacy. If I posted this, that, who fucking cares? Finally, some people out there with some knowledge about video editing actually step in. I'll go ahead and say primary color or not. If the color or exposure information is not there, you can't enhance it to bring it out. Otherwise, we wouldn't need cameras with tens of thousands of ISO and long exposure for dark shots. Edits can only alter what's already visible. Ding, ding, ding. Someone get this guy a fucking medal here. Powerful video editing apps like Adobe Premiere, Cyberlink, Power Director, etc. are not capable of removing the Snapchat filter because the features are built in. This is correct. It is not possible. Stop the panic. When it comes to snap filters, it's not editable because the video codecs are embedded in the video. It is not on the surface like Instagram filters. Even if you use contrast, it cannot reveal what is hidden. Well, let's put it to the test, boys. I mean, I'm using Adobe Premiere to edit this right now. A very, very powerful video editing program. Does it work? Spoiler alert, it doesn't. All right, the first thing they said in that tweet, red is a primary color that can easily be removed. Listen, stupid. If you remove the red, all that does is take the red out of the background. The red has no effect on whether the stuff in black is hidden or not. So that's just I mean, you could see very clearly right here exactly what we're doing. And just to declare, right, this is for research purposes only. For real this time, okay? I know we say research purposes a lot as a joke, but this is actually to test out whether or not this is possible. You wouldn't catch me doing this for no reason if I wasn't making a video, I promise you. But as you can see, removing the red has absolutely zero effect on whether or not the part in black, the part that you would actually want to see, can be revealed. Test number 2, exposure. And what do you know? Nothing changes. You can't see anything because there's no information to start with. If the camera doesn't pick up anything when it's originally taking the shot, then there is nothing that is actually under there. You can't uncover something that doesn't exist. It'd be like saying, oh, I really wanted my entire ceiling fan in the upper right there. I wanted the whole thing in the shot, but it's blacked out halfway. So let me just remove the black part there, and then you can see the ceiling fan. No, that information doesn't exist. The program doesn't know what to do. It can't fill in a fan that's not actually in the picture, just like it can't fill in any body parts that are also not in the picture. Final test I played with was temperature, because that's something that can reveal and hide stuff, you know, here and there if you crank it up to really extreme degrees. And what do you know again? Nothing. It is not possible to extract information that doesn't fucking exist. My final test to see if this was possible, I sent this image to my friend who is a professional graphic designer, not one of these YouTube thumb maker grinders out here, okay? A real actual guy who does graphic design at his job, Photoshop professional. I said, hey, make it so I could see tits. He couldn't. And he also laughed at me for asking such a stupid fucking question. In conclusion, fellas, what we have here today is a classic example of caught lying in 4K to be once again caught lying again in 4K. Is this 8K? Is this 16K? I don't even know anymore. The layers of irony are too deep, but what it turned out to be is what Twitter usually turns out to be, which is, you know, a thread of ill-informed dumbasses on the internet here that are Yas Queen Slay bullshitting their way to stir up hatred for men when the thing that they're stirring up hatred for men about, is impossible to actually fucking do. I had more to talk about in this video, man, I really did, but I'm fucking tired. I am. This was a tiring video to make. It truly was. Lots of brain-numbing takes out there on the internet. I had to read through a lot, okay? What you guys saw was just the best of the best. But anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I think this is a great topic to clown on here. I'm sure the fellas will have much to say about it. And I look forward to reading your comments as always. If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. Turn your goddamn notifications so that you can be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. A special thank you to my channel members as always. Thank you guys so much for your extra support. It is so appreciated. You have no idea, man. You guys are the true MVPs. And check out Defy merch, my second channel, and Twitter and Twitch. Links to all that stuff is below. And I will see you dudes in the next video. Love you, bye. Stay safe, fellas.
As long as you love me.